Good evening, and welcome back to Hiveswap Friendsim. Hello Odd, hello Sneak Cat, and hello and other fellow anonymous viewers. We're in for another good one today. Let's see, get all this stuff buttoned down. We'll get that game on open. Yeah, let's see, what is there to update you on? Well, I'm going to be starting to upload these to YouTube soon. Still a little bit more stuff to put in place before I can begin doing that, but the first stream is officially edited. Which, hello Blake, welcome. Yeah, so the first stream is officially edited and rendered and, like, ready to go. I just have to watch it again, just to make sure that there were no glitches when it was rendering. I didn't get any error messages, I didn't have to restart at any point, so hopefully that's a good sign. You're not asleep this time. Oh dear. Yeah, I think the most, honestly, the worst part of doing all that editing, I mean, like, it's always kind of weird to listen to your own voice, right? Listen to recordings of your own voice, but, oh, it was, the whole time I was listening, it was like, oh, well, that part I should have enunciated that sentence clear. I could have enunciated that sentence clear. I should have put the intonation in a different spot there. I paused too long there. I wasn't going fast enough there. I was going too slow there. What was I even fucking doing there? Was I just, like, breathing into the microphone? Like, why? So, honestly, that was the most painful part. Still haven't seen the first one? Oh, dang. Is it still on here? It might. I think it might be on here until tomorrow, because tomorrow would be the 2-week mark. Or maybe it'll go offline on Wednesday, I don't know. It's technically still there if you're interested, but it will also be going up on the YouTube eventually. And hopefully it'll be a little easier to watch. I know, Odd, you were complaining about the video player, the Twitch video player, not being very nice and kind of acting up for you. So it will eventually be on an easier to view platform. I mean, like, I'm low-key suspicious of YouTube because a lot of fucking bullshit has been going on with them axing content creators and stuff, but I mean, I'm not aiming to make a living off of this, so I have a little less to worry about, I guess. Yeah, what else is there really to say? I think that was just it. I just kind of wanted to give that little quick update on the status of uploading videos. Whoops, I'm getting lost in the chat here. Oh, everyone you talk to about editing tells you about listening to their own voice. Yeah. I mean, like, I'm luckily not one of those folks who, like, literally cannot fucking stand it at all. It's just, it's a little odd, but not too bad, for me at least. But yeah, you know, it's chill. It's chill. What else? Oh my god, you know what else is really annoying, honestly? Listening to how many fucking times I would pause or just go completely silent because I get lost in the chat. I gotta work on that. I also need to remember, so this time I kind of forgot to use a script or something to get the Twitch chat up on the side for uploading it to YouTube. But I don't know. I guess for this time I'll just, because when I started off before, I knew that Twitch saved a chat log next to the chat log next to the video when you have it autosave streams. I thought that the chat wasn't going to be there, and so I was like reading all of the comments from the chat out loud before responding to them so that that would still be there in the video, and I think I'm just going to go back to doing that for now. Yeah, I mean, I guess, who do you all want to start with? Today we have Cirava and Amisia. So we have our non-binary moisture wave and the budding indigo artist. Cirava. Okay, we have one very enthusiastic vote for Cirava. And just like last time, I do normally ask for input for choices for things, but I do have the choices kind of mapped out as to which endings go where in order to do them in. So for the sake of these streams, I will just be motoring on ahead whenever we get to choice screens. Another thing that I wanted to talk about. There was, I know on Discord I was kind of like, oh yeah, like it's, it's Hussey's writing, oh my god. Yeah, so someone pointed out in the credits, writers, Amisia's root is not, written by Hussey. I keep forgetting that you can't see my mouse, and I'm like circling the names with my mouse, but you can't fucking see that. So this volume was not written by Hussey, and another thing that's very intriguing is that Cirava's writer is not credited. So, I mean, that could be by the choice of the writer. They did not want their name on the project for whatever reason. But, okay, we have 3 votes for Cirava. We are definitely starting with Cirava. Yeah, for whatever reason, Cirava's writing is not credited. So, Amber and Shelby Craig doing all of the character art, which warms my fucking heart because I love them both. And also, is it Amber or Shelby who is on the Steven Universe art team? Shit. No, I gotta Google this. Oh, geez, another thing that I noticed when I was editing. Is that when I turn my head to look at my laptop to read the chat, my voice actually doesn't come through as clear, which I didn't realize it was doing, although it does make sense. So I'm sorry about that. I will try to keep my head kind of aimed at the microphone more when I'm doing stuff with chat. It is Amber Craig, I believe. Yeah, it is Amber Craig who's on the Steven Universe team. That's what I thought. That is what I thought. Because Shelby Craig I've always associated much more strongly with Homestuck. But yeah, Amber Craig, the character artist, is on the fucking Steven Universe team, which I love. And the music credits as well. So, okay, so James Roach did. So the title theme, Cirava and Amisia and Alexander Rossetti, Breeding Duties and Moonshine. I believe someone on Optimistic Duelist Discord, they were talking about the music, and they mentioned that these are from other Homestuck albums. At the very least, Breeding Duties is. I believe that one is from the album Genesis Frog. So that's that. And then game design and programming. Icons. Yeah, game design and programming, David Turnbull, I believe, is Trace Excalibur on Tumblr. Yeah. So, I just thought it would be interesting to peruse in there and discuss that stuff. Yeah, the fucking emojis don't show up in the game. I wonder what emojis are actually used in that song title. Yes. Yeah, I mean, it's probably just the peace sign like 5 times in a row, because that already, Cirava already had like the peace sign in his there. Sorry. My non-binary ass fucking up people's pronouns. Like, literally the worst feeling. Their troll call card already had, like, moisture wave aesthetic with the little peace sign in between. I was just looking at it again the other day. So. Okay, let's close that. And I guess let's get started then. So, changes that were made when the second volume came out. The title up here changed, so now it's no longer just the white text that turns red and blue when you scroll over it. It is the full, like, the Hiveswap logo, the very colorful Friendsim logo, and then when you mouse over it, it does this little, like, shaky thing. And now when you press start, it takes you to this screen, whereas before it just took you to Diamond in Our Data. And now there are also titles to each of the volumes. So I guess they're calling them volumes. So volume 1 of Bloodthirst and Bratwurst would be Diamond in Our Data. And volume 2 of Aesthetics, Crimson and Otherwise. Alright, so we'll start in here. I'm going to have some water quickly, and then I will hop on in. Okay. Alright, set up a little taller here. Alrighty. You stumble through the streets of a strange alien world. Ever since you crash-landed on this hostile planet, you have been desperate. Desperate for information, for provisions, and possibly for a bit of medical attention. Along the way, you've had some laughs, embarrassing missteps, and maybe even an encounter with alien meat products. You don't really want to get into that. What you do want to get into is friendship. An entire planet of endless friend opportunities awaits you. Honestly, at this point, you'd made friends with one of those weird purple bushes. You're not picky. Wait, you see something in the distance. Or perhaps someone? Cirava Hermod. Okay. Yes, a potential new friend approaches. And they almost look as messed up as you are. Can we just take a minute to appreciate the fucking music, though? I also need a minute to decide how to read Cirava, because I totally was not thinking about that until now. I have an idea of how I would like to read Amisia, but Cirava, This music, though. Oh my god! I was sneak at. Is your favorite now? Big mood, though. Cirava is like. They are such a trip, and I absolutely adore it. Oh, they're all wonderful. Okay, music appreciation over. I should probably start reading this now. How the fuck am I gonna read Cirava? Okay. Like, I'm inclined to do something similar to my Solix voice, but I feel like that's a little too on the nose. I'll use something like that as a starting point. The voice might shift a little over the stream, but I'll play around with it. Whoa, what the fuck, LMAO? You an alien? You nod enthusiastically. You sure hope your prospective new friend is comfortable with extraterrestrials. Things could get pretty awkward otherwise. You should really, like, not be outside, LMAO. Freaks like you will get picked off by the drones in a hot second. This sounds too much like my diamond voice. Maybe I'll deepen it a little bit. No offense, LMAO. I feel like I'm slurring LMAO, but like, how the fuck else are you supposed to say that out loud? Solix voice, but make it fashion. True. Like, aesthetic, like Solix's voice, but aestheticized. Yeah, I'll have to see how I can, work this one. You don't like the sound of being picked off by drones. That would really inhibit your companionship plans. You hastily explain to this strange one-eyed troll that you crash-landed on this planet and are in desperate search of friendship. Your plight seems to move them. Well, shit. If you really don't have anywhere to be. I promised myself I wouldn't do anything call risky. But what the hell, LMAO? Okay, now I'm just reading it with, like, almost my normal voice. What the fuck is happening with Cirava, my Cirava voice right now? Come with me. Name's Cirava, beats dubs. You follow Cirava down a twisting stretch of road. Wow, this is going great already. You bet you'll have a new friend in no time. Alright, here's my hive. You can hide out here. That was in diamond territory again. I just don't want to, like, use the same voice for, like, a bunch of different characters. But I feel like this voice almost fits Cirava better than it fit Diamond. You can hide out here for now. Wow, I don't know about that. I got a lot of followers who are pretty into aliens. They might get a kick out of this, LMAO. I don't know. Maybe that's too deep. Damn it! You look around Cirava's hive in awe. They sure seem to have a batshit crazy taste in home decor. Checking out my aesthetic? I worked pretty hard at putting this place together. It's all about the look in the background. It's all about the look and the BG when you're streaming, LMAO. Don't want my fans to think I live in a fucking dump and spend most of my days depressed and crying, LMAO. I fucking love that part. They're just like, hey, don't want my fans to think I spend all my time crying, and then it's just like forced silence, like, wonder whether or not that's actually how it is. You like Moisture Wave? Okay. So, option number 1. What the fuck is a moisture wave? Seriously? If you don't even know what moisture wave, Can't really see why you would want to be friends with me, LMAO. Because TBH, I don't even know how to explain it to you. You just have to, like, get it. Cirava considers you for a long moment. Actually, yeah. This isn't gonna work out. Get out of my hive. Thrown out. And that is Cirava ending number 1. Okay. Starting again. Let's see if we can be a little more successful this time. Okay. Okay. So, talking about aesthetic, just asked if we know what moisture wave is. So, oh yeah, I love it. You have no idea what the hell a moisture wave is, but you don't want to offend your new friend. You tell them you love it. Word. I'm actually streaming some chill beats as we speak. Check it. They gesture towards their strangely bulbous alien computer. On the screen is a GrubTube channel. Lo-fi aesthetic incubated beats. I love the fucking little peace emoji. Wow, they sure have a lot of subscribers. You ask them if they drew that very nice anime girl they're using as the splash art. Nah, I just ripped it off some Eastern Alternian movie and recolored it to look like me. Fucking nailed it, LMAO. Yeah, Cirava's route is chock full of social commentary on particular internet cultures. Like, they dive in deep with this whole moisture wave aesthetic thing, like... Oh my god, Blake, chill beats to get cold too? Oh my god. Ah, fucking true though. But yeah, there's definitely some social commentary going on in here. You nod vigorously. This is very impressive. Yeah, I'm kind of a big fucking deal online. I built up my own streaming empire. Worked my ass off, LMAO. Nursed these beats to health from tragically ill sample loops. It's not all fun and games, though. The life of a popular online guy. You can't even imagine the hardships I've gone through. All in the name of lo-fi, chill-hop, aesthetic, moisture wave beats. That shit keeps me up at night. Cirava looks into the middle distance pensively, their one eye filled with poignant emotion. You never knew the life of a streamer could be so vaguely filled with torment. You're moved to cry a single tear. Yeah, you get it. You're really vibing on my emotional frequency, my dude. You know you gotta suffer for popularity. You nod enthusiastically. You don't think you've ever been particularly popular, but you're very good at suffering. This is going great. Snaps to that, though. Fuck. I know, Sneak Cat, my dude. Like, I say that. I used to say that a lot more, actually. But, like, I still do say that with, like, relative frequency. I wish I could say more. Really get all emotionally vulnerable and share my tragic backstory. But ever since the incident, it's been so hard to trust new people, LMAO. You feel me? Oh, how far behind are you? Not that far. You're like maybe 20 seconds. It's chill. the incident? This is so tantalizing. You just know that if you want to make a new friend, you're going to have to get them to confess their deepest insecurities and embarrassing secrets to you. That is how friendship works. I mean, sharing those things openly is generally seen as a part of friendship, but forced confession is usually not a good thing. Usually not how it goes. You place a sympathetic hand on Cirava's shoulder. You know what, dude? You really want to be friends? Yes. Yes! You can't believe how pain-free and easy this experience has been. What a wonderful new friend you're about to make. You can practically feel the future bro embraces you two will surely share. They feel good. They feel right. You sure are eager. But like, if we're gonna be friends, we have got to work on your look. Your aesthetic is basically hot garbage right now, LMAO. My followers can't see me hanging out with a fucking rando like this. I'm sure you understand. You aren't quite sure you follow. What's wrong with your look? You've always thought you had a simplistic charm, a face you could put on a logo. You're not sure if you're ready to change up the tried and true classics for this newfangled teen. Cirava's theme is calming. Well, yeah, it's his fucking lo-fi chill moisture wave beats. What the fuck did he call them again? Lo-fi chill something. Oh, don't spill all your tragic backstory on the first day? Damn. Yeah, it's coming. We'll see. This fucking whole thing about the face you could put on a logo, obvious stab at the MSPA logo, and then talking about you're not sure if you're ready to change up the tried and true classics for this newfangled teen. Of course, again, poking fun at the whole Homestuck.com website change and the massive fucking backlash. Oh my god. Whoa. Sorry about that. I'm not gonna lie, I have a plate with a fork on it on my desk right now that I still need to bring downstairs, and I just kind of like whacked the fork and it hit my metal water bottle, which made a very loud dinging noise that I'm assuming you heard. What is the big white cocoon looking mess on his roof? It is mentioned a little bit later, but it has been confirmed to be a wasp nest. So while we don't get to see their lucis, I'm assuming their lucis is a wasp. Big ol' wasp. The old logo. Oh my god, stop, Blake. Yeah, a wasp. Because that is indeed a wasp nest up there. Yikes, I know. But like, I don't know. It could be worse. No one gets into that hive. Ah, sneak cat, why? Okay, let's keep moving. But you are so thirsty for Cirava's sweet friendship nectar. Oh my god. You need to taste it. You have to taste it. With a friend like them, you could really go places. You could be someone. You know what this whole section of dialogue is making me think? It's making me think of that one part in Diamond's Route when MSPA Reader is just like, these are really weird ways to say the things that he's saying. Because these are really weird ways to say the things that they're saying. Yeah, so that's okay. You could finally be down with the hip youth of today. You tell Cirava you're willing to try anything to get into the esteemed ranks of their friend list. Well, damn. Hold up, I've got an idea, LMAO. Follow me. Cirava leads you up the winding stairs of their hive. Lining the walls are pictures of Cirava in strange poses in several different locations. They are surrounded by a few trolls you don't recognize in similar silly fashions. Fellow members of the Moisture Wave community? Ugh. I really gotta take that shit down. They're all dead to me, LMAO. I love how fucking casual he is about that. He's just like, oh yeah, they're dead to me. It's fine. Mood, though. You want to ask if they meant that literally or not. You never know with trolls, but you keep your mouth shut. Best not to offend your new friend. Let's just move on and never speak of this again. Cirava leads you into a fairly large loft bedroom. This room is a bit less ostentatious than the streaming area downstairs. Well, here we are, LMAO. Welcome to my respite block. We're gonna get you hooked up, LMAO. If you're gonna be my new friend, you gotta look the part. For streams and stuff, you know? We have to make you a Chitter account, too. It's good for my image to have friends, LMAO. The pickings have been pretty slim ever since the incident. On that ominous note, Cirava presses a button on the wall, and a large door opens to reveal an expansive walk-in closet filled with colorful accessories. And close. Whoops. Sorry, I lost track of my place like mid-sentence. It looks like a regular batshit neon shirt apocalypse. Batshit neon shirt apocalypse. Love it. But yeah, Chitter is assumed to be Twitter. Troll Twitter. Friendship goop? Really odd? Yeah. Oh my god. That sure is a way to say those words. Well, have at it. Unless you want me to help you pick out a look, LMAO. Okay, choice number 2. Let's see. Let's try this route. Let Cirava help you with your look. You admit you have no idea how to dress yourself. You could really use some expert advice from a teen. Oh shit. Cue the makeover sequence, bitch. Big mood! I'm gonna make you look aesthetic as fuck, LMAO. You stand in the center of Cirava's closet for a good hour, and they go back and forth between various fashion items. Man, this troll is really indecisive. You think you're gonna go blind from all the neon in here. Okay. I'm done, LMAO. That was surprisingly hard. You have a hard-to-dress body, LMAO. Just in general, you're kind of fucked up looking, TBH. It's chill, though. Because now you look fly as hell. Thanks, Cirava. Like, backhanded compliment. You look at yourself in the mirror. Wow. Radical. Neato. So, they've basically just dressed you up like themselves. And, oh my god. MSP every day looks so fucking stunned. Iconic. Now we just gotta get you set up on the social medias, my dude. But first, selfie time, LMAO. You take a variety of cool selfies with Cirava. Wow, this is really going well. Alright, I'll just post these and promo you. You'll be internet famous in no time. Then we can finally be friends, LMAO. That's what it's all about, baby. That's what you've been working towards this entire time. Cirava's friendship is so close you can smell it. It smells pretty dank. Seems like people are really into you. Check it out. It's true, the likes and comments and subscriptions are just rolling in. Huh. At this rate, you'll be more popular than me. You assure Cirava that this will definitely never happen. All you truly desire is friendship, not fans. That's what they all say. All my so-called friends. They were only in it because I was popular. No one ever gave a shit about me as a person, LMAO. I'm just a funny meme to them. Just a guy they can copy. You know, Highbloods are always stealing my work, my look, my music. I'm the real influencer, but there's Violet Bloods out there taking my shit and getting twice the followers and tons of money. And I'm stuck in here in this shitty hive with no friends because they all turned on me. But it's cool. It's chill. I'm totally chill with it, LMAO. Something shifts in Cirava's expression as they get a good look at you. You tense up. Your new friend sure is acting weird. Ding! Cirava checks the notifications on their phone. What the hell did you do? Huh? What? You didn't do anything. You think you can just steal my look and get away with it? All my followers think you're the new big thing because you look like me. They want to know what the hell is going on. When's your new friend's stream? What's their sign? Are you kidding me? You haven't even done anything. You're just like all the rest. No, you don't want to be like all the rest. You just want to be friends. It's too late for that now. You've made me look like a fucking idiot. And now there's only one thing to do. I really didn't want it to come to this, but you've left me no choice. I'm writing a call-out post. Just like need a minute for that. I fucking died when I first did this route. Oh my god. No! Cirava types furiously on their device. You can't stand to look. This is the worst possible thing that could have happened. Now, no one will be your friend ever again. You'll be forced to live on the outskirts of society. A pariah. You can't even begin to imagine the things that Cirava must be writing about you. You must have fucked up so many things in your life to lead you to this point. Cirava doesn't know anything about the rest of your fucking life, though. Oh my god. Okay. I have to spoil the funny moment with a content warning for implied suicide. Yeah, I know. Well, I'll debrief that after we pass the moment. But just so you are all fairly warned, content warning for implied suicide. Yeah. Okay. There's only one thing to do. You stagger downstairs past all the portraits of Cirava's ex-friends. You wonder if they met the same horrible fate as you. Their grinning faces taunt you with slivers of friendship that could never be. You burst out of the front door of Cirava's hive and make your way to a conveniently placed stump. You sit on it in complete despair. There's no point in living anymore. With trembling hands, you reach inside. And that's the second bad ending for Cirava. Yeah, I know, just like, whoa, that comes out of nowhere, and it does come out of fucking nowhere, and I'm gonna get this image off the screen, but before hopping into the next route, I just want to debrief that moment. So, yeah, this stump specifically is a reference to an old MS Paint Adventure. Is it? Oh, fuck. I meant to look this up before I did the stream tonight. It's Bard Quest or Jailbreak, I believe. It is a reference to. But, yeah. I just feel like it's, like, I just don't think it's really funny. Like, I don't know. There's something about it doesn't sit right with me. It feels kind of unnecessary and a little bit tasteless. Jailbreak. Okay. Yeah, it's from Jailbreak. Thank you, Odd. I mean, like, I'd be interested to hear how you folks feel about it as well, if you're okay with sharing. Because, like, I know that I've seen a number of folks who were just, like, they thought it was, like, really great and hilarious because of the callback, right? Because of where it came from and, you know, the different ways in which the friend sim is reaching back into MSPA roots. Yeah, you agree, Blake? Like, it could have just ended with, oh no, making a call-out post. Like, maybe, like, I don't know, he, like, you know, Cirava could have kicked them out of the house again. Or maybe they could have just walked downstairs and, like, like, decided to live in the forest for the rest of their life, you know? I just feel like it doesn't particularly have to be there. It just falls flat, you know? Funny. Oh yeah, no, that's true, Blake. It would have been funny, you know, they implied that you could just die from just, like, the sheer force of a call-out post. But, like, the specific notion of implying suicide toes a line that I'm not too happy about it towing. Like, I feel like, outside of the fact that, oh, it's a reference, it's calling back to Jailbreak, I feel like that's where most of the humor comes from. And that's not really, like, it's not really a good thing to lean into, because they're also, I mean, with Hiveswap, the big thing too is they're trying to reach out to a wider audience as well, right? And there's a lot of people who are playing this who, you know, maybe haven't read the old MS Paint Adventures. There are tons of Homestuck fans who haven't gone back into the archives and read Jailbreak. You know, a lot of folks would have only read, like, Problem Sleuth, maybe. But, you know. Yeah, exactly. Like, how many people, like, this would be a very specific and, I mean, a decent number of people would get the callback, because it isn't uncommon for folks to go back and read the older comics on MS Paint Adventures, right? So there's still, like, a sizable chunk of people who get it, but for the people who don't, it just falls flat. And if they're trying to reach out to a newer audience, then it just doesn't, like, it just doesn't make sense. I mean, I know that a lot of this has been callbacks, but I also feel like that joke could have been laid to rest and it would have been fine. Like, they could have just not. Yeah, y'all are in agreement. Yeah, like, there's far better ways to go with that. It just, you know, because it's like, oh no, they made a call-out post. I, you know, should end my life. Like, that's, I mean, that's like low-key a thing that actually fucking happens. So I feel like they're towing the line a little too close to reality there. Like, I get, like, the fucking I'm making a call out post was hilarious. That was such a fucking well executed line. That was fantastic. And that whole, you know, that criticism of I'm making a call out post, like, oh my god, it's the end of the world. You know, when someone just making up a bunch of blatant lies, and that criticism of that particular part of internet culture really hit home, and I think that particular part was done well. But ending it with the stump reference like that, yeah. Didn't sit right with me the first time, still doesn't really click. Yeah. Y'all feel me. I just felt like that was an important thing to kind of debrief a little bit after reading. So I suppose we can move into Cirava part 3. Cirava, Hermot. I'm trying to memorize all of the last names as they come out as well, because there's fucking 36 of them. 36 names to memorize. But yeah. Let's bring the mood back up. I promise you Cirava's good ending is very, very good. It's a good one for sure. But yeah, let's continue. Okay. And okay. So we're right back here with, actually, I'm gonna have some water just for a second, and I just smacked the fork again with my water bottle. Whoops. Okay, so last time we let Cirava help, and that was not the right choice. So this time, let's pick out your own look. You let Cirava know you are perfectly comfortable picking out your own look. You think you can figure out this fashion business easily enough. What could possibly go wrong? This is child's play. Yeah, man. Fashion is just all about, like, what you're feeling. And also what's trending, but you know. We're the ones that start the trends. You strike me as a real influencer, LMAO. Go for it, my dude. You enter the closet tentatively. As soon as Cirava is out of sight, your stupid ego deflates like a farting balloon. You don't know the first thing about the hip youth alien fashion of today. This is going to be an absolute shit show, you reckon. You are fully prepared to make an utter fool of yourself. Well, might as well get started. You pick a few accessories off the shelves at random. A bright pink hat? Sure. You tilt it jauntily to the side. You're pretty sure that's cool? Sunglasses? Definitely. That's a no-brainer. No cool guy would be caught dead without a sweet pair of shades. You select the most ostentatious pair available. You think you're getting the hang of this moisture wave aesthetic. You just have to look like the biggest tool possible. Snaps to that. Anyway. Several accessories later. Wow. Radical. Neato. Okay, let's break this down. So there's the hat in Cirava's colors and the shoes as well, with a fishnet top with a blue tank top over it with matching laces, and a plain black t-shirt with that same neon blue-green color but just in a plain face logo, which the color is probably, you know, more like, oh, it's connected to Cirava's aesthetic, but I feel like that logo is just like MSPA Reader's Alternian logo, you know what I mean? You this, yeah, just looking, no, this is, what do you mean this is worse than looking like a bro? This is better. This is fantastic. I want to fucking cosplay this, buy a white morph suit, and run around a convention wearing a fucking fishnet shirt. And all this other crap. Oh my god. Yeah, it's a look. It is big mood. Okay. Oh my fuck. This shit is transcendent. Wow. You got me speechless. Just, damn. Look at you. It's like you're a whole new guy. A much chiller and cooler guy who I now gotta be friends with right now immediately. Now all we gotta do is debut you to my hundreds and thousands of followers, LMAO. This is gonna be fucking great. Let's take some selfies. I love the fact that they made him say, oh my fuck. Because that is something that I say a lot. Your heart is soaring. You did it. You really did it. You're down with the kids. And now Cirava wants to take the coveted selfies with you. This night couldn't be going any better. You may look like a complete asshole, but if it can win you popularity with a bunch of alien teenagers, then an asshole you will be. Selling out is amazing. Good God. Well, what are you waiting for? Get over here, we're gonna take some fees. Fees? I'm pretty sure nobody fucking says that. I really hope no one says that, because it sounds very silly, and selfies is not a long word. It does not really need to be shortened. You pose with Cirava for several selfies. They put their arm around you in a gesture of newly formed friendship. You are beaming with friend pride. Oh, hell yeah. These are turning out great. Damn. We're killing it. Now all I gotta do is post them. Cirava fiddles around with her phone for a while. You're so nervous. You've never been internet famous before. You hope the new fame won't change you too much. Or maybe you hope it will change you? Change you into someone with a ton of friends. And the likes are rolling in. Oh yes. I live for this shit. This one guy is asking if you want any of your quadrants filled. Oh, and this girl loves your shades. Damn, a lot of people asking if you're single, LMAO. Don't go for it, though. My followers are fucking freaks, dude. True. Oh my god. If Dave grew up a few years later, he would be like this. True, odd. Oh my god. Because this would be like a cool kid that he's meant to parody. This would be the cool kid stereotype. Holy fucking yikes. You aren't quite sure what filling a quadrant is. Sounds like some kind of fucked up alien ritual. But if it's anything like friendship, you are all for it. Welcome to my twisted internet fame. LMAO. God. Let's chill out and listen to some beats. You vape? I got a pretty juicy rig downstairs. And now we get into vape culture. Before you know it, you're sitting on Cirava's couch watching them finagle with a horrifyingly elaborate vape rig that appears to be made out of some sort of living larvae. You don't want to know. Cirava places their mouth on what surely must be a bug anus and inhales deeply. The rig makes an awful high-pitched rattling noise. You think you're going to vomit. Oh man, that's the good stuff. Here you go, dude. Yes, Sneak Cat, you called it. You get high with Cirava. You take the trembling insect into your hands. Well, here goes. Your final hurdle to eternal friendship and popularity. You vape vigorously. I can't even keep a straight face reading that line. Oh my god, okay. You vape vigorously, inhaling as much as you can. The vapor fills your lungs immediately. It burns a lot. You suddenly realize that you're not quite sure if this alien vape juice is compatible with your anatomy. You could have just inhaled a bug-ass full of poison like a fucking idiot. What a way to die. Your vision swims. Yeah, you got it. Just hold it in, LMAO. The fucking screen is shaking. MSPA Reed is just like literally fucking dying right now. Tears stream down your face as you hold in your double lungful of insect gas. You sure are glad you have on your pair of cool shades, or you would never be able to live this embarrassment down. You're not sure how long you're supposed to do this. As long as it takes. You can exhale now. You cough and sputter, green vapor spewing from your mouth straight into Cirava's face. You did it. You lived. Suddenly, Cirava is cancelled. Oh, Blake. Oh my god. This whole scene is it's a trip, literally and figuratively. Like, can we make the vaping Cirava an emoji? Fucking go for it, Odd. Please. Please. I'm sure there's, like, sprite rips on Tumblr that you could find very easily to do that with. Or, oh, sorry, this is Blake who suggested that, but Odd, please put that on Discord. Oh man, that was sick. Your head feels light and woozy. Look at the fucking Greek bust flying across the screen. Your head feels light and woozy, and you giggle. Yeah. Okay, that Alternian translation of that text is literally just the word aesthetic. Just fun fact for you all. Oh yes, and of course, wouldn't be a Homestuck thing without a fucking horse. The two of you kick back and relax on the couch, and you stare up at the ceiling. Whoa, when did that huge wasp nest get up there? Crazy, man. Cirava's music suddenly sounds a lot more interesting. Dude, today has been way chiller than I ever expected, LMAO. You are officially my best friend for life. Just promise me you'll never betray me, LMAO. You promise. This is incredible. You love your new friend. You watch as they effortlessly take another huge rip from their vape rig. I've been burned in the past, LMAO. It's not easy being popular online. Especially as a lowblood. I used to be such a fucking big shot. Got into sassy fights with high bloods on Chitter. Always had some shit to say, LMAO. Then shit got out of control. I'm a psionic, so bitches started reporting me as way more powerful than I really am, LMAO. Trying to get me all enslaved and shit so I couldn't keep up with my streams. It's all jealousy, you know. My stupid ass friends all turned on me so they wouldn't be targeted next, LMAO. So I took matters into my own hands. Gouged out my fucking eye. It was sick as fuck. Can't use me as a battery, bitch. I still got a big following, but I don't really talk online anymore, LMAO. Better to just stay under the radar and not piss people off. Just be chill. And if I don't get close to my followers, they can't try to use me. Of course, that just means I no longer have any goddamn friends, LMAO. Well, until you. Oh yeah, the peace sign Cirava, but yeah, no, that's the incident. That is the incident. You have officially unlocked Cirava's tragic backstory. Congratulations. You are truly moved. What a special bond you have formed with your new friend to have them open up to you about their darkest secrets. This is the most significant and transcendent moment you have ever experienced. The two of you share a beautiful and tender bro embrace, the likes of which will never be replicated in this known universe again, for all time, forever. Probably. You don't really know. You're high as fuck right now. High time. Ta-da! Peace sign Cirava is blessed. True sneak cat. Abso-fucking-lutely. Screenshot them for emoji purposes. I'm pretty sure we can find clean versions of the raw files on Tumblr somewhere. I will definitely try and look that up after stream. But anyway, that's it for Cirava. I hope that you all enjoyed this. Yeah, MSPA reader is doing with their arms. MSPA reader is like hugging Cirava's waist, I believe. Anyway. It's been an hour, so it's time to take 5, and then we will do Amisia. So, yeah, that's the good end. The good end is that you dress yourself very stylishly and get high with Cirava and unlock their tragic backstory. You're leaving? Oh my god. Jeez. Yeah, no, it's... Cirava is a good one. Abso-fucking-lutely. Okay, time to take 5. So, back we are. Okay. Seems like you'd love to be friends with Cirava, but they seem like someone you have trouble staying friends with. Yeah. I mean, you know, that's a pretty true vibe. Yeah. Mood. Oh, fuck, I forgot to change the music settings. So, let me just do that quickly. Wait, what? No, I think, is it this one? There it is. Okay. So, Amisia. Let's go. Lo, what light through yonder weirdly organic architecture breaks? A small figure approaches. Ta-da! I love Amisia's music. It's so cheeky! Oh my gosh. You are so far you've swallowed quite a few insults in regards to your looks and intelligence level. You aren't really the type to let the shallow opinions of others get you down, but it's been kind of a rough day. You brace yourself. Cute! Oh. She gives you a sweet, sincere smile. I've never seen anything like you. It gives me all sorts of new ideas. Boy, you boy, do you hope some of those ideas are about friendship. Now that you've got a taste of it, you are hungry for more. You take a stumbling step forward, and your ribs remind you that although there's another extra word. Why are there so many extra words in these fucking... because rewatching the last stream to get it ready for editing and uploading, I realized that there were a couple of different typos in that one. And now there's another fucking typo there. That there's an extra "the" in that sentence. You take a stumbling step forward, and your ribs remind you that although the potential of camaraderie is enough to improve your mental health, it can't cure acute injuries. Oh, you don't look so good. Come inside. I've been looking for new contributors. Contributors? Could she mean friendship contributors? No, that's dumb. Maybe she runs some sort of alien newspaper and she wants you on staff. She looks a little young for that, but what the heck do you know about alien management hierarchy? You follow her to a nearby building, and now that you're looking up from your ravenous hunt for companionship, you notice that you've wandered into kind of an upscale part of town. Oh, do you love how Amisia looks? Same, though. That's like Amisia's artist smock is like a big mood, because all of my fucking sweaters are covered in paint. Even the ones that I tried not to get covered in paint, they've all got acrylic paint, like specifically around the cuff and on like the front, like near the pockets and near the bottom. I'm glad you like the voice I have given her. Excited but terrified? Yeah, I'd say that's pretty fair. She looks cute and adorable. She's probably a fucking demon. Well, we'll see. We'll see how this goes. There's a lot less garbage and people collapsed in the street. You see one of those spiky robot things, but it's washing a window instead of shooting a laser at a group of children. If that's not high class, you don't know what is. Before you can follow her inside, she turns around in the threshold, blocking your way. Real quick. You don't happen to be an artist, do you? Artistry? Well, as a matter of fact... Tell her, yeah, it isn't exactly your whole deal, but you've been known to dabble. Oh, I see how it is. Well, you aren't going to snake rodent any trade secrets out of me. Goodbye. You completely blew it. And she's giving you the finger. So that's the first Amisia ending. If you tell her you're an artist, she tells you to fuck off. Okay, let's try that one again and see if we can get maybe a little further. Okay, in we go. Skippity-doo-dah. Tell her no, you've never had much of a knack for it. Oh, good. Friendship between artists can be so fraught. Much better to keep things between artists and art appreciators. That way no one can get jealous. The girl's smile widens even further, and you feel an unbelievable rush of joy. Have you finally found someone who isn't a total fucking maniac? And she brought up friendship without you having to mention it at all. It puts a spring in your step, or as much of a spring as possible without a broken arm and a misaligned torso. Or with a broken arm and a misaligned torso. Amisia leads you into an elevator with buttons labeled in spiky letters that make absolutely no sense to you. You realize that probably nothing is ever going to make sense to you again. That's okay. Your hierarchy of needs has adjusted recently. Your new friend, you are jumping the gun on this descriptor, but you are feeling seriously good about this encounter, stands in the corner of the elevator, wringing her claws. I wish I'd known I was going to have company. I would have cleaned up a little. It's been a while since I met anyone new. You assure her that whatever disaster her house is in, it can't be any worse than some other places you've seen here. Although you kind of get what she means. She's wearing an artist's smock that's covered in splashes of paint. Actually, it doesn't really look like paint. But it couldn't be anything else, could it? It's every color of the rainbow. Ta-da! Here's her house. Oh, I don't dress like that, MP4. True, big mood, Blake. The elevator door slides open and you step into a space that you are relieved to find is totally recognizable. A table overflows with messy palettes and brushes, cloudy jars of water, and sponges. Several easels stand beside the windows to catch the light of the two moons, and a number of canvases lean against the wall, turned so you can't see what's on them. First things first. Amisia brings you over to a wall screen that looks way more high-tech than anything you have ever known. Just gonna try that one again. Amisia brings you over to a wall screen that looks way more high-tech than anything you have on your now-defunct spaceship, tapping away at a series of unreadable symbols. Then she indicates you should take off your sling. Here, go ahead and stick it in there. She seems to want you to put your injured arm into a large hole in the wall, which you do because you are sure your new friend has your best interests at heart. I'm just gonna have some water quickly. And hold you all in suspense as to what the fuck this hole in the wall is going to do. Okay. The hole shrinks down like a blood pressure cuff, sending bolts of agony through you. You want to yank your arm back out, but you don't. You want to yank your arm back out, but you don't. Even if it's broken, you still like having it attached to you. Instead, you shout a lot and thrash your other limbs around. Calm down, you big wriggler. It's like you've never seen a medicalizer before. If you don't stop moving, it won't work. Tears spill down your cheeks, but you force yourself still. You'll bear the pain. You'll do it for your friend. She's looking at you so hopefully, and she's so delicate and pretty, almost angelic. You look at her face and tell yourself it's all going to be okay. Finally, the hole releases you when you pull your arm back out to find it completely healed. You can move your fingers. It doesn't even hurt anymore. Hey, things are looking up. See? I told you. This is great. You are overwhelmed with the urge to celebrate. What is happening in chat? Yeah, those are devil horns. I mean, they're pretty pointy. Yeah, they sure are something. This just makes you more suspicious, Blake? Well, let's just see what happens next. Okay. Be chill about it. You thank Amisia profusely, but you manage to keep it to the strictly verbal sort. Medicalizers are great. This part of the city is great. You really need to get more rich friends. You tell her this, throwing in a compliment of her studio while you're at it. See? This friendship stuff is easy. I'm glad you feel that way. You're obviously really strange and under-socialized. But you don't seem to be a complete cultural idiot. Plus, I think it's really endearing how helpless and trusting you are. You laugh, slightly unnerved. You want to take that as a compliment, but after a recent encounter with another girl in blue... Well, it all ended up okay. And Amisia is so nice and friendly, and she keeps calling you cute, which you think is pretty generous of her, considering what a disgusting mess you are at this point. Speaking of lowbloods, what's What's your blood color? Just out of curiosity. Blood color? You aren't really sure what she's talking about, but red? You tell her it's red. She looks a little disappointed. I've got plenty of burgundy. Oh well. Good thing I have a delivery coming soon. Hey, do you think you can help me set a few things up before they get here? You... You don't trust? You still don't trust? Okay, I'll just keep going. They? Visitors? As in plural? As in multiple potential friends? Oh, hell yes. You are all over that, especially considering your newly healed arm. You are anxious to display all the simple motor functions you can perform. Amisia gives you another radiant smile. You live for those smiles, man. They are just so full of the glowing nectar of romance. What is with the fucking nectar of friendship stuff in this volume? Perfect. Let's do this. Work always goes faster with two pairs of hands, after all. Yes, absolutely it does. And even if by that she seems to mean her hands are pointing while she tells you where to put things, you're totally fine with that. Your ribs are still kind of killing you, but you swallow down the pain. You are getting pretty good at that. Too bad you can't stick your whole torso in that magical science fiction hole in the wall. Well, maybe you could, but not right now. Right now, you've got a friend to help. Amisia instructs you to clear all the furniture to the edges of the room and lay down a big purple tarp. Apparently tarps aren't blue on this planet. Amisia answers her phone and then buzzes open the apartment door. She runs over to the elevator with a squeal of delight. They're here! Sorry I'm getting so giggly about this. It's just been a while since I've had any new paints. Wait, paints? That's what's coming? Now that you think about it, there is something pretty crucial missing from this whole artist aesthetic she's got going on here. There aren't any paints. The only thing saving you is your common as hell blood color. I mean, that is potentially the only reason she didn't immediately call you, yes. No tubes dribbling color or pots with their tops left partially unscrewed. There aren't even any pencils. The elevator opens and two trolls come in. They have pretty similar shaped horns and are almost the exact same height. Brothers? Do trolls have brothers? From their uniforms and the douchey, swaggering way they walk, you get the idea that they are some sort of law enforcement. Law enforcement with a douchey, swaggering walk. Never read a sentence truer. That and the third troll in handcuffs they're dragging between them. Thanks, you guys. You always bring me the best materials. They don't say anything. They just bring the third troll to the center of the tarp and force them into a kneeling position. Then they bow to Amisia and leave the way they came. This doesn't look great. Even before Amisia runs out of the room... This doesn't look great. Even before Amisia runs out of the room and comes back in with an axe the size of her whole body. You are not loving this. The troll on the tarp trembles and bites back a sob, but they don't say anything or try to run. She isn't really going to do what it looks like, is she? You can't bring yourself to believe that this cute little alien girl is going to straight up axe murder a dude right in front of you, presumably to finger paint with their blood. You stammer something to this effect. Amisia laughs. Well, I don't use my fingers. I'm not a fucking animal. She considers you for a few moments, tapping a claw against her mouth. I know. You can help me. I only ever let one other person help with my work, and she's out of town right now. But you and I have a connection. You feel it too, right? You do. God, you do. You've been feeling it so much lately for everyone you meet. You thought you would maybe come across someone who would oh my god, sentences. You thought you had maybe come across someone who would readily accept your platonic longings without putting you through the ringer first. The cadence of that sentence was all over the place, but I just gotta keep moving. You do want to help me, don't you? You do. You want that more than anything. Amisia looks at you solemnly. Why don't you do the honors? She holds out her axe. I wouldn't offer this to just anyone, but I can tell how special you are. You're trembling. The troll on the tarps is also trembling, but unlike you, they seem to have accepted their fate. Slowly, inevitably, you hold out your hand for the axe. Amisia gives it to you with a smile. God damn it. You forgot about your broken ribs. And that you're human and can't just pick up gigantic fucking axes with one hand. You drop it and it bounces away from you, like way more than you think an axe should probably bounce. You look up at Amisia from where you are doubled over with pain and shame. She laughs and scampers over to retrieve the axe, once again swinging it up without any sign of strain. She doesn't even have any visible muscles. What is this girl made out of? Indigo blood. The answer is she's a fucking indigo blood. How silly of me. You seem so culturally advanced that for a second I forgot about your natural inferiority. Yikes. Big yikes. Here, I'll give you a second chance. You nod. Yes, please. Yes, please. A second chance that does not include committing gruesome murder. Usually I just use chains, but I've got a better idea. Oh God. You get what she wants you to do. You hesitate, and Amisia's smile gets even sweeter. Sweet like poison. Oh? You don't want to help me? The tarp crinkles underneath you as you kneel. You grasp the troll's shoulders and mumble an apology. They continue to say nothing. Amisia is sharpening her axe, which already looks pretty damn sharp. Hold on tight. You try. You really do. The problem is, you try to hold on tight, but at the same time you try to drag the troll out of the way, somehow some buried instinct to try... The problem is, you try to hold on tight, but at the same time, you try to drag the troll out of the way, some buried instinct to try to preserve life rising up inside you. You're weak and injured, though, so all you end up doing is just flopping both of you a little to the side. Instead of coming down on the neck in a clean slice, Amisia's axe glances off the troll's collarbone, mortally wounding them instead of killing them outright. And now you know why they have not been begging for their life. They don't have a tongue, so they can't beg, but they sure can yell and thrash and bleed olive green alien blood all over you and the tarp. God, there's so much blood. It's just spurting everywhere. Jesus Christ, you are such an idiot. Why couldn't you just commit? Now you're covered in dying alien, and so is everything else. Amisia, the work table, and most direly, the canvas is leaning against the wall. Amisia takes one look at them and lets out a wail of rage. I can't believe this! I let you into my hive, into my life. I was planning on letting you into my pusher. I thought you were a refined sophisticate, but now I see you're just a Philistine. She gives you a shove towards the elevator. Your ribs are screaming, and so is the bleeding troll. You try to babble an explanation. Forget it. I don't want to hear your excuses. Shahut was right. If you want someone killed right, you have to kill them yourselves. Oh, yeah. Her face is screaming, yikes, hard pass. Yeah, she's real mad. Also, Shahut, name drop. Was that a thing that was already canon, or was that particular relationship influenced by fanon? Dunno, but it's canon now. You ride the elevator back down, kneeling in a pool of blood and failure. Terrible at murder. No way you should have guessed that? Well, I mean, I feel like it was a pretty reasonable guess because people, ever since the second of the pair was posted, I think Amisia came out after Sept. Ever since then, I don't even know where or when it started, but they were being paired together like a lot. Everyone just had the really strong association with the two of them. So I don't know if that fanon thing influenced this particular line of dialogue, or if that was already like a canon thing that they had planned and fandom just got really lucky and guessed right. But yep. That's that. That's the end. Terrible at murder. I mean, I feel like that's a pretty good thing to be bad at. You know what I'm saying? Okay. One last go at her, folks. So, tell her you're not an artist. So she heals your arm, and you gotta figure out how you're gonna get that gratitude out there. So, oh, my laptop is dying. Let me just plug that in. Just make sure I don't lose the chat. Alright, we're good. Oh, chat's the only one with blood on them? Interesting. Yeah, so I mean, they make sense as a pairing, the two of them. But, anyways. Last route. Get excited and dance your new friend around the room. You try to resist the urge to celebrate. You fail to resist the urge. You take Amisia by her tiny hands and twirl her around the studio. Or you try to. You forgot about your busted ribs. You sure are doing that a lot. You let go of Amisia and go careening into one of the tables. Thankfully not the one covered in art supplies. You hit the corner and go down onto your already incredibly sore ass. This is what you get for acting like a huge fucking tool in front of your new friend. Are you okay? Was that some sort of ritualistic rite of healing I've never heard of before? You shrug against the floor. Amisia leans down and picks you up in a bridal carry, despite the fact that she's about half your size. It makes your ribs hurt, but what doesn't nowadays? Amisia lays you down on a weird, lumpy couch. Are you sure you're okay? You look a little... She trails off to nothing. She's looking at your left arm, which you have draped over yourself awkwardly to sort of try to hold your torso together. That color. At first you think she means the color of your skin, which is definitely the color of your skin, which is different than her light gray. Then you think she means the truly fascinating buffet of bruises you got going on. But then you realize that in your prancing idiocy, you've managed to scrape up the inside of your arm. Blood oozes sluggishly from the wound. Oh, you looked away and looked back and suddenly she was close. Sorry, Odd. Yeah, I'm sure that was a bit of a shock. Amisia dredges a finger through it. You're half expecting her to put it in her mouth and for this to become a whole cannibal situation. Well, since you aren't the same species, it wouldn't really be cannibalism, but still, no thanks. Instead, Amisia just holds her finger up, the drop of blood trembling on the tip. This color. I've never seen anything like it. She dashes off to one of her tables, pulling over a sketchbook and dragging her finger down it. Your blood paints a rusty line down the center. She lets out a little squeal of excitement. This is amazing! What, red? Not red. There's a million dirty little rusties swarming all over this city. I'm drowning in red. This is crimson. It's incredible. You must be some sort of mutant. You're really lucky I found you instead of one of the drones. Lucky? You? Ha! Ha ha. Yes. Very lucky. The luckiest. Though your arm is healed and you're out of whatever doubtlessly weird weather happens on this planet, maybe Amisia's right. Maybe you are lucky. You're all... Everybody in the chat is just like, oh, time to die. You close your eyes and try to breathe. Zen yourself out. Really center yourself and your own body and all that garbage. Then you open your eyes and wow, you sure aren't centered anymore. In fact, you roll completely to the left as you try to get away from Amisia, who is back and standing over you with a gigantic axe. Watch out! Amisia grabs you, drags you back up onto the couch, and plants her hand on your solar plexus, effectively pinning you down. You'll hurt yourself if you keep flopping around like... You'll hurt yourself if you keep flopping around like a beached blubber beast. You want to be friends, don't you? You want to help me with my artistic aspirations, right? You get the feeling that she might be trying to manipulate you. Just the tiniest little suspicion. It's possible Amisia has recognized your intense craving for companionship and is trying to exploit it. You don't like being suspicious of a new friend, but that is a pretty big axe. I don't know what's got you so worried. I just wanted to show you my axe. Oh, of course. Makes sense. It is a really nice axe. You hold out your hand for it, but of course it is too heavy for you and your hands are all sweaty and you fumble it. Fumble the really sharp weapon. Amisia tries to catch it before it's too late, and somehow in all the wriggly struggle you end up getting cut. Like, very cut. Across both of your wrists. In fact, you don't think she could have aimed better if she'd been trying. Oh. Oh dear. Hard agree. Don't struggle. You'll only hurt yourself more, silly. You don't want that, do you? No, you definitely don't want that. Not after what a butterfingers you've proven to be. Amisia gets up to put the axe down, and you kind of lose track of her for a little while. You are bleeding all over her couch, and everything around you starts going shiny and unreal. She comes back with a couple little jars that she uses to catch your blood. That's a good idea. You sure are making a mess. You wonder if they are specifically blood jars. They look like jam jars. Alien jam. Alien jam. Space jam. Alien jam. Space jam. God, you love that movie. It's been so long since you've seen it. It's been so long since you've seen it. Definitely the best PG movie about basketball. I don't know if I have to read those all 3 times. But I feel like I should, just for effect. It's been so long since you've seen it. Definitely the best PG movie about basketball. Way better than the one with the dog and the clown. Do they even have basketball here? You ask Amisia. She just shushes you and brushes your hair back off your forehead. She keeps smiling and saying comforting things. God, she's such a good friend. Before too long, Before long, you do what it's honestly a goddamn shock you haven't done before now. You pass out. Yeah, I know, that Space Jam reference is fucking A+. When you come to, you are propped up against the wall in a weird way that you wouldn't love even if you... Yeah. When you come to, you are propped up against the wall in a weird way that you wouldn't love even if you weren't an invalid, and both of your arms are jammed in the hole in the wall. A little iffy on the use of calling someone an invalid. I'm not entirely sure what that's implying. The med hole. The glory hole of well-being. Okay, wait, I'm just gonna finish this. The med hole. The glory hole of well-being. The magic sphincter. You grunt and pull your arms back out. They're healed. The cuts on your wrists are just 2 faded pink lines. Can I just for a second... The glory hole of well-being? The magic sphincter? I just need like a moment of silence for those 2 lines specifically, because oh my god. Of all the ways to describe the med hole, of all the ways, you had to go with glory hole and sphincter. Okay. You take a step away from the wall and immediately hit the ground. You may not be actively dying anymore, but you did just lose like half the blood in your body. Gosh, you're tired. A little giggle makes you turn around, or roll over since you are still on the floor and probably not getting up anytime soon. It's fine. You've met worse floors in your life. Amisia is sitting at one of her easels, her hair pulled back beneath a scarf and a little round Amisia is sitting at one of her easels, her hair pulled back behind a scarf and little round glasses perched on her nose. A jar of your blood sits next to her, and as you watch, she dips a brush in. I'm glad you're awake. I was a little worried it actually killed you back there. She laughs and you laugh along with her. It's very funny. Actually, everything is funny right now. It's probably the blood loss. You ask her what she's painting. You, of course. You've inspired me. Well, right now it just looks like a bunch of red squiggles and some lines, but she only just got started. She's warming up. She sits there on her stool, looking at her palette and chewing on her lip thoughtfully. She looks somewhat nervous. Actually, I want to show you something. Something I've never shown anyone else. She leaps up from her stool and crosses the studio. You roll to your other side to keep her in your line of sight. You really hope she isn't getting another Space Jam jar. She starts turning around the canvases one by one. They are all blank, except for one, which has a little... Wait, no, that's just a shadow. Every single one of them is blank. You aren't sure you understand. You ask her if these are all just new canvases that she has not gotten the chance to paint on yet. Amisia sighs. No, I've had them forever. I'm just... not a real painter. There, I said it. She buries her face in her hands, talking from between her fingers. I'm really good at all the other parts. The materials and the studio. I even make all my own paints. I just can never do the actual sitting down and doing art part. She just looks so despondent. You wish you could do something, but you don't really know that much about art, and you probably can't stand up yet. Oh, something's happening in chat. I missed that. Yeah. It's Hussey. Well, this particular route was not written by Hussey. It may have been directed and approved by him, so that could possibly be his influence, but this was written by Someone whose name I forget. It's in the credits of the game. Oh, geez, yeah. Y'all went on to, talk about that in the chat. Yeah. She's not valid, but this is. Oh, odd. Yeah, no. I mean, like, I feel like that's pretty fair to say. Because this is, yeah, there's a lot going on. You tell her that she looks like she's moving in the right direction, at least. You don't even have a studio or any brushes or stuff like that. Of course, you have no aspirations to being a painter, but you leave that part out. That's just it. I feel inspired for the first time ever. I think it has to be your messed up, disgusting mutant blood. There's really no other explanation. She takes a knee beside you, picking up one of your limp hands with hers. They're cold, like she's been pressing them to a glass window in winter. Usually I just finish off my contributors quickly. I don't have time to deal with a bunch of injured lowbloods moaning around my studio. But I just couldn't use your blood up all at once. You're far too special for that. You gaze at Amisia. A mist has descended over your vision, and it isn't even the mist of imminent death. I have to keep this precious blood safe. I think you might be my muse. You will never escape. Ta-da! And that's all for Amisia. Look at the glimmer in her eyes. Oh my god. So, that's it, y'all. That is Hiveswap Friendsim Volume 2. Yep. Not a heck of a lot else to add there. Oh yes, Sneak Cat, she is very excited. She is so excited to be inspired in such a wonderful way by her brand new mutant muse. Oh my god. Anyway, that's all for tonight, folks. Thank you for coming out. Yeah. Thank you for enjoying this lovely evening with me. Trying to think if there's anything else really important to add. Oh, right, that's what I wanted to talk about. So, I mean, the reason I couldn't do this on Tuesday in the first place, because it was going to be on a Tuesday night. This week I start, my summer course. And it is, so my summer course is a condensed studio course. It's an artist residency program. So it is not like regular class where you go in for like once a week or whatever. It's 9:30 to 4:30, Monday to Thursday. So it's like long ass studio hours. And it's gonna be running, it starts on Wednesday, and then there's 2 full weeks of class, and then a Monday, and then a Monday of the next week after that, and then it's over. So because of the timing, I might not be able to do bonus streams for the next 2 weeks. I'll have to see how my schedule with it kind of goes, because I can't be staying up super late on days before I have classes, right? So may end up, yeah, we're finished like 10 minutes early. I mean, the just Ari, oh my goodness, we finished early. Yeah, the Friendsim, to play it on its own, a single volume only takes an hour to get through. So the fact that this took even an hour and 50 minutes is like a decent amount of time to get through this. Yeah, so, right. Bonus streams. See, the thing with doing Thursday is that then if I stream Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I'm doing 3 days in a row, and that can be a little bit rough on my voice. But I don't know. I mean, I guess the Undertale ones aren't quite so hard on my voice. I mean, yeah. So it might be possible to do Thursday evening Undertale streams. But yeah, I'll have to see how my schedule works out, and it'll just be temporary. Just for the 2 weeks where it's the 2 full weeks of classes, I might have to chop down the schedule just a wee bit. Yes, okay. I think that was just the one big important thing that I wanted to talk about. I will have the finalized decision on that by the regular Friday Homestuck stream, which is the next stream. And I'll talk about it a little bit more then, because by that point I will have been to 2 classes and have a better feel for how that schedule works and how that evening kind of goes. I mean, because the other option is that I could bump streams the bonus stream to be a little earlier in the evening just for those 2 weeks. And that could work as well. But it depends, like, how much other stuff I have to do. Because I have a convention coming up at the end of the month as well. So I've got cosplay to get ready. I've got Lolita outfits to finalize. I'm running a section of the fashion show at this convention. I'm running the Lolita section. So I've got to put that stuff together. And then there's going to be, like, schoolwork on top of that. So yeah, my plate is piled high at the moment, but hopefully I'll still be able to find the time to do these little streams because they are fun. Don't outdo yourself, especially because class. Oh, thank you, Odd and Diddling Sneak Cat. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I will try and be careful. All right. I'll feel it out and get back to you on that. In the meantime, it is time to end stream for today. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. I hope you have all had as fun of a time as I have. And I'll see you all next Friday. Good night.